that left at least 12 people dead, dozens more hurt. The attack happened when a van plowed through a crowd in the popular tourist area of Los Ramblas. The regional president of Catalonia says 2 people have been arrested, and Spanish media also reporting that another suspect was killed in a shootout after the attack. And Barcelona police confirming that a driver ran over 2 officers at a checkpoint following that deadly terrorist attack. No word whether this is another attack or if it's connected to the earlier van attack. President Trump tweeting his support, saying the U.S. is ready to do whatever is necessary to help. Trump advised Spaniards to remain tough and strong and added, quote, "We love you." Vice President Mike Pence saying the U.S. is in solidarity with Spain.
The United States condemns this terror attack, and we will do whatever is necessary to help.
Speaking in Panama, Pence said Americans are sickened by the scenes of carnage in Spain's second-largest city. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson says the U.S. is looking for a diplomatic solution on North Korea.
And it is first and foremost, as you have seen, to undertake a very concerted, deliberate campaign of exerting pressure on the regime in North Korea.
Tillerson saying in a State Department news conference today the military option is not the preferred pathway, but he also noted the U.S. military stands ready to respond to any North Korean attack. Tensions over the North's nuclear program have eased this week. The Powerball jackpot will top $500 million for the weekend drawing. Nobody matched all 6 numbers to claim last night's $432 million prize. $510 million up for grabs on Saturday. You're listening to the latest from NBC News Radio.
The Tri-City Shopping Center in Redlands is home to some of the best bargain shopping in the region. Citywear, Style for Less, and Dollar Tree, to name just a few. Friendly shop owners and staff are waiting for you to stop in for the many specials and bargains they're excited to share. The Tri-City Shopping Center is located just off I-10 between Alabama and the Tennessee exits in Redlands. Make it your home for all your shopping needs, and you'll know why the Tri-City Center is called the Mall with a Heart.
When Wild Palm Springs is the one where you get big water park fun, barefootin', in the sun, barefootin'. Flow rider barefootin', wet and wild barefootin'.
Yeah, get unlimited barefootin' fun with a season pass. Buy now, get free parking, a free visit for a friend, huge in-park discounts. Hurry to get free parking and more. Buy online or at Food for Less for just $64.99 today.
Wet and wild barefootin'.
Park now open.
There's a new furniture store in town, DC Furniture in the Tri-City Center. What's so grand about DC Furniture? Well, they've got a wide selection and discounts up to 70% off retail. But the best part is they carry furniture for your home, not for some magazine photo. Furniture you can live with. That's what you get at DC Furniture, just off the Alabama exit of Interstate 10 on Industrial Parkway in Redlands. You'll feel at home at DC Furniture.
Listen to KCAA Loma Linda for less confrontation and more information.
Hello and welcome to Let's Go Shopping with Bev. This show brought to you by Starflight Entertainment. Music by Dr. Bombay and the Blue Machine Band. Song title Living in Paradise. Now here's Bev.
Well, welcome to the show, and I hope everybody is having a really cool, fun Thursday. I know we are, because we're all here at the radio station right here at KCAA 1050 AM, the station that leaves no listener behind. Don't you love that? I love that saying.
I do too.
That's cool, huh?
Yeah, it is.
You don't leave what behind? You don't leave what behind?
Anybody.
Oh, anybody.
Anybody, okay. Yes. And if everybody read the post today on Facebook and Twitter and all them good things, and, you know, that plane that we have flying around once a week with a big sign with everybody. If you missed all of that, I'm sorry. But we'll tell you, just because we feel like telling you, we'll tell you who's going to be on the show today. Bum-ba-dum-ba-bum. Our first guest is Don from Got Pain. And this little thing is just for you.
Soothe my head, turn my blue heart to red. Doctor, doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you. No pill's gonna cure my ill. I got a bad case of loving you.
And Don, that is your song, darling.
That's pretty awesome. I'm going to sing that the rest of the day now.
Oh, good, because we have another one for you later on, too.
Oh, good.
You know, yes. And as everybody knows, I'm always talking about Don and Marie from Got Pain. And if it wasn't for them 5 years ago, literally, truthfully, I would not be in this chair right now. That's how bad it was. And these guys brought me back, and I'm walking and talking, still have my hair and feeling good. And once in a while I pop over there, and they give me a treatment with all the good magnets and this, and we gossip about everybody and everything, and we just have a really cool time. And sitting next to Don is his sister Judy, and she's here all the way from Chicago today. So I'm glad your plane landed in time.
Well, thank you, and it's nice to be here. I'm promoting Don today.
Okay.
Yeah.
And?
Well, I'm here to let you know that I've received some of his treatments also.
Mm-hmm.
And Marie is such a wonderful person, very
Isn't she?
compassionate, very knowledgeable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she promotes herself rather well.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody seems to love her. And look, she married Don. She puts up with my brother. Who can ask for anybody better than that? You
I
know?
know it. Ain't that something? I was just going to say that, Judy, but I figured you didn't want us to talk about it on air. But now since we are, yes.
I'm a real catch.
Okay.
Is that like a mouse trap, a rat trap, or what?
Yeah.
What kind of catch are you?
Alligator, you know, what, raccoon, what, okay, we got to change this subject.
Yeah, Marie could not be happier. That's all I know.
Yes. And then sitting next to Judy is Shamir. And I knew Shamir since he was wee high. And his brother, Z, and their parents are, excuse me, Faria and Jennifer from Wildland Image Gallery up in Yucaipa, and everybody know Oakland, and everybody knows that the work, the famous artists, all the shows and everything else that they have done through the years, and had a chance to see Shamir and his brother grow up, and then Shamir, all of a sudden we turned around and you're tall. You know, I don't know what happened, but you grew taller. And you started your own company, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Well, me and my brother started our own company.
And you want to bump up the name?
Yeah, so the name of our company is called Clickbait Media. And the purpose of our business is to help other businesses grow with proper content and information that they give to their consumers, you know.
And then this music is just for you and your brother Z. Doesn't it sound like computers and stuff going on? Yes. And Brandon, my fantastic board up, he's the one that found this music, and he is a computer wizard also. So I figured it fit for all of you.
I like it. Thank you.
You're welcome. And that's going to be your song from now on.
I'm going to definitely play that on the way home.
You got it. Okay, now since everybody got introduced and everybody knows who everybody else is and we got all the music done, Don, let's come back to you. Would you tell all of our listeners the beginning of the story of Got Pain, and let's walk everybody through to get them ready and healthy for fall and winter.
Okay, the deal about Got Pain is we specialize in magnetic therapy. Okay, what is magnetic therapy? It's all about getting your body balanced. Okay, and when I say balanced, what does that mean? Okay, well, one thing is all about getting you properly pH balanced. Now, you probably notice as soon as you're underneath the magnets, you feel your blood circulating a little bit better. We work on reflexology. We work on unblocking nerves. We help to deparasite the body. And again, once you're under the magnets, it lifts your pH level up. And once we get your body working at its optimum, we go ahead and suggest proper nutrition. You know, that's the secret to everything. Nutrition, nutrition, nutrition. And, yeah, fortunately, we've had a lot of success with things, as you well know. And, yeah, basically it's all about, being balanced, get everything to flow properly. Your body is a magnificent machine. It was made to heal itself. The magnets are just a tool to get your body to do what it's supposed to do. There is a real science to it, but when you think about it, it makes sense because, my God, the Earth's core is magnetite. You know, the universe is driven by magnetism. And you know you're mostly made of water, so obviously you got to be at one with the universe, and magnetic therapy helps you to be at one.
That's so true. And when I first met you and Marie, well, and Rich met you at the same time, was over to Karen's from Custom Frames for You. That was a number of years ago, and how we had the meet and greets with the chamber and everything else. And at that time, you know, well, you know what I was going through. But anyways, I got talking to you and went over and seen, you know, your building and how you do things and this and that. Next thing I know, I started taking the treatment, and with less than a month, I said, hey, wait a minute, me came back. I found me, you know, and that was good. And so now it's just routine that we all get along, the barbecues and blah, 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 blah. And when every once in a while go in, I have the treatment done, bada bing, bada boom, I'm up and I'm running again.
You get a nice little tune-up, yeah.
Yeah, and when you're talking about how many people you have, I have a couple of stories I'd like to share with everybody, and then you can bump them because when you hear me talking, you don't know who I'm talking about.
Okay.
It's for all ages, even the little munchkin people, okay? That's what I call them. And there was this little boy, and he was almost 3. And the mom kept on taking him to his pediatrician, and he had trouble going potty. They couldn't figure out why. So they wanted to do surgery on this little toddler. The mom said no. She brought him to Marie and to you. Marie checked him out, and she says, I know exactly what's wrong with him. So Marie went and made these little miniature magnets. I mean, they were tiny, tiny little things, made a vest and sewed the magnets in the vest. And so when he came for treatment, the first couple of times they kind of kept him quiet, you know, and they read to him and this and that. Marie was here with the mom and the little boy. Then the third time he came back, he was outside playing in their yard, running around, chasing the dog and having a good time. And he got, you know, his treatments, and he didn't even realize what was going on. With less than 2 months, that child was cured. Boom, done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. This kid was so cute. Oh, he could have been a Gerber's baby on the commercials.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. We make apparatuses for adults as well. You know, like for people that are having like a kidney failure and this, that, the other. Believe it or not, we can make an apparatus to bring your kidneys back. Oh my gosh, any type of pain or ailment, headaches, anything else that's messing up, you know, like if you have a bad liver or whatever, if you have a bad knee, you know, we make, well, you with your broken toe.
Yeah.
You broke your toe what? A
What,
week ago, 2 weeks ago?
Almost 2 weeks.
Okay, and look at you now, you're dancing.
Yes.
I noticed.
Yes.
No crutches, no limp, no nothing.
No, but no boobies, no swelling. And the worst part was the swelling. You know, I'm going, what is it? I couldn't even wear shoes, remember? And I couldn't even put on slippers. It was so bad. And then when I found out I couldn't drive, I went, that was the worst. I'm going, this thing better heal up pretty quick. You know?
Well, did you notice when you had the magnet on, no swelling, you take the magnet off and then it swells up again?
Yes. Yeah, it's weird, you know, but yeah, it's amazing what all of you learned, you know, through all of these years. And then the last couple of people I want to talk about, and then we'll talk how you and Marie actually got into the business, you know, and then we'll get more in depth, okay?
Sure.
The thing is there's a hospital down here in Loma Linda. Everybody knows what that hospital is. And there are certain people down there. If I get in trouble for saying this, I'm sorry. But they work with people with heart problems. Some of these people that work there had heart problems. They bypassed, came to Marie. There was a private room. They came, they got the treatment, and left. Now, if people like that, you know, at that scale, comes to you and recognizes you, everybody recognizes you and Marie, what you can do. Every insurance company recognizes you. Then people should start listening and start coming to you and Marie and at least try it once or twice. and see the difference before, you go in for surgery that you don't need, or all these pills that you don't need, or, whatever, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the things, a lot of people are overly medicated, okay?
Mm-hmm.
God knows we need the doctors, and God knows we need the medications that they have.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes, people's bodies aren't adjusting properly, and they do need to detox. And that's where the magnetic therapy comes in.
Mm-hmm.
We help pull some of the bad stuff out.
And it's so easy. You call them up, you make an appointment, you pop in, and remember that at that time, that's when that little magnet, you remember we had to hold it in our hand? And on the computer screen, and it go up and down, and bing, boom, bing, it told you within seconds what's wrong with you. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a health analyzing machine, and it tells us about your cardio, your liver, your lungs, your trace minerals, your vitamins, your pH levels. It's a handy-dandy little thing. It's like a blood and urine test, except for you don't give up any blood or urine.
Yeah, you can keep that, right? As long as you want to keep it, you know what I mean? And then, now, let's get into Marie. And because she has such a story. That one day, I was over there having a treatment way back when, and Marie and I got talking, and she told me her whole life history, and I went, holy Toledo. Now, would you like to tell the story?
Well, she was born and raised with her grandmother. Her grandmother was a healer of sorts back in Mexico, and Marie always followed her around and always worshipped her and basically followed her footprints. But here in the States, she wound up educating herself. She became an RN, and fortunately, that's when I met her. Things were going really good and all that. And she'd been a nurse for like almost 20 years, and she's coming home depressed, tired, in tears sometimes, because she was being reprimanded for showing too much care for some people. I made her quit because at that particular time, I was rocking and rolling with real estate and everything. Things were good. And I know she hates when I say this, but I turned her into a realtor.
Hey, we can't have enough of them. I'm one. So what do who cares, right?
So anyways, life was good. And then we got involved with, she has some property in San Felipe, and we were spending a lot of time in Mexico. And this allowed her to go ahead and start up the clinic doing the holistic and natural stuff. And this is where we really took off with the magnets. And we actually had our clinic in Mexico for like about 3 years before we brought it here to the States. And it took us a while to get licensing here because nobody knew what the heck it was. And then finally somebody grew a brain and realized there's no harm in putting a magnet on somebody. Mm-hmm. And ever since then, fortunately, it's been growing, and we've had numerous success stories. But yeah, that's how that happened. Like for me personally, I broke my back when I was like around 20, 21 years old, okay? And I spent a lifetime in pain, basically. And I'll admit, I was ignorant. I never heard of magnets until I met Marie. Mm-hmm. And I remember when I first did the treatment, I was not a happy camper. And after the second treatment, it was like somebody had taken the knife out of my back. And it's like, I'm amazed. How can this happen? Where was this 30 years ago? And how come the world don't know about this? Well, you start educating yourself and you find out the world does know about this. Europe, Asia, South America. It just hasn't caught on to the United States so quick because, well, they
pharmaceuticals.
They just don't teach it that well here.
Mm-hmm. And, that story is so terrific, and you still have the clinics down in Mexico also, and which I think is absolutely fabulous. And with the people that I have met since I've been going with you and Marie, all these years, and it's really cool. The one thing that I like about it, when you go, they don't put you in, you don't have to have an appointment, right? You call them up and they say, okay, come on over now, or 15 minutes, whatever it is, right? And you go over there. You don't have to sit there and wait for an hour, hour and a half before they put you in another room. And then you sit there in another room and they make you put this stupid gown on, right? And then you're sitting and waiting, and the doctor comes now. Yes, thank God for the doctors. We have thousands and thousands and thousands of terrific people out there in the medical field, and God bless every single one of them. But it seems like when you go, you wait longer, and they only, with their timing, they have 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Oh, I don't know what's wrong, but here's a prescription. Go, right? That's it. But with you guys, you can analyze that quick with this little machine, and it's terrific. And you can keep your clothes on. You just have to take your shoes and socks off, of course. And if you have a cell phone, it's good to shut your cell phone down, because of the magnets. If they get stuck together, it doesn't work too good, right? And then you start the treatments, and then if you need something more, then Marie tells you, or you, or one of your staff, go down to Clark's and get such and such and such and such. It's all natural. Yeah. And you take it, and once the body starts getting used to this, it starts getting happy. You're getting happy, right? All the boo-boos are going away. Next thing you know, you're up dancing or back playing tennis like I was. I mean, like, hello,
Yeah, a lot of life-changing stuff.
Yes.
Anything to do with, like, the autoimmune system, okay? Like you hear people with fibromyalgia. Okay, I'll admit, I was not in the medical field before, and I really had a hard time understanding what the heck fibromyalgia is. Even the doctors have a hard time diagnosing it because, they send you to a shrink because they don't know if it's neurological or if it's a nervous thing or this, that, the other. But fortunately, we found several times that it was parasitic, okay? And again, it's all about getting balanced, unblocking the nerves. And we've had people that have been totally depressed, living in pain, and within a matter of weeks, it's like a whole new person. And, like even so far as like lupus, we've stopped the progress of lupus before, and we've gotten people off the meds with that also. And that's a huge statement.
I know it. And, people hear this and they're going, yeah, right, but go.
Yeah, it sounds too good to be true.
Right. All you have to do is call them. Call them, go over, have a talk with Marie and Don, tell them what's going on, and let them explain it to you. And at least try it once. Give it that one-time try. What do you have to lose?
And even if you don't know what's going on and you have issues, come see us, because my wife is kind of special.
She is.
And she can get to the core of things.
She does. And she's determined to find it,
Yeah.
And if you just tuned in, you're listening to Let's Go Shopping with Bev right here on KCAA 1050 AM, the station that leaves no listening behind. And we are talking to Don from Got Pain. His sister Judy is visiting us from Chicago. And then we have Shamir, and he's going to be up here quite soon. And we're going to be talking about his new computer company. Hey. And now, Don, before we have to swing over, what else would you like to talk about?
What else would I like to talk about? Well, the fall weather's coming. You guys want to go ahead and, pretty soon flu season's going to be hitting or whatever. And the best thing to do is just go ahead and be healthy before all that comes.
Mm-hmm. And make sure you eat a lot of chicken soup.
That could help.
Yeah.
Again, just keep yourself properly balanced. Be pH balanced, because... take a look at your body. You're mostly water. Look at you like a swimming pool, okay? Mm-hmm. If you're too acidic, that's where you're going to have the green and the mold and the fungus and this, that, the other. But if you're properly alkaline, it's going to be crystal clear, and no way pathogens or fungus could grow in you. So if you don't get anything else out of all this, just try to keep yourself properly pH balanced.
And watch what you eat. How many people eat junk food? You look at them and you're going, what are they doing,
Well, I have poor discipline my own self, and I do appreciate eating just about everything and anything.
Yeah, but do it in moderation.
Right.
With the ice cream and the cake and the cookies and make-believe food, and that's what I call microwave food and stuff. And just kind of step back, figure out what you want to do, and then go and do it. Right.
And I also have my regimens that make sure that I'm properly nourished and taken care of and properly vitamined and all that.
Mm-hmm. And the other thing, before we have to go and listen to some of our good friends on commercials, we want your commercial.
Okay, we are the Got Pain people, MD Jar Biomagnetics. We are located in Yucaipa, and our phone number is 951-743-6903. And we actually have a website, which is www.mdjarbiomagnetics.
And we're going to keep on repeating that. And so we're going to take a small break, and we'll be right back. Don't change that channel.
I knew that I wouldn't. I feel good. I knew that I wouldn't. So good. So good. I got you.
Thank you Empire for listening to KCAA Radio.
Hi, this is Cliff from Cliff's Pest Control. Have you had problems with pests lately? Cliff's Pest Control has been in business for over 40 years and is family owned and operated. We can take care of your general pest problems, that's the ants, spiders, all the crawling bugs, and we also can take care of your termite problems. You can reach us at 909-887-1862. That's 909-887-1862. That's Cliff's Pest Control, Inc., serving the Inland Empire for over 40 years.
Hi, my name is Don, and I work with my wife Marie. We are holistic health practitioners specializing in magnetic therapy. Got pain, get relief. We are the Got Pain people. The benefits of magnetic therapy are speed up healing time, reduce discomfort and pain, reduce inflammation, detoxify your body, help improve blood flow. Got pain, get relief. We are the Got Pain people. With MD Jarbog Magnetics, we can be reached at 951-743-6903. We help to relieve pain without the dangerous side effects of drugs. Some of the other benefits of biomagnetism are a safe alternative for the treatment of over 500 ailments, including cancers, chronic back pain, migraines, asthmas, cysts, tumors, acne, arthritis, knee pain, sports injuries, broken bones, high blood pressure, diabetes, fibromyalgia, sciatica, multiple sclerosis, stroke recovery. It also helps reconnect the brain to the nerves. We are located in Yucaipa, and we are the Got Pain people. With MD Jarbog Magnetics, got pain, get relief. 951-743-6903. Once again, 951-743-6903.
Hello, Inland Empire. We are Fabia and Nacho, the owners of Frank and Kids Garage. Do you have an import vehicle and don't know where to have it serviced? Frank and Kids Garage Import Automotive Repair Specialist will fix your Japanese, German, or American car. We've been in San Bernardino since 1969, specializing in import autos but certified to work on most makes and models. We're located at 480 South Arrowhead in San Bernardino. Follow us on social media at Frank and Kids 2, on the web at frankandkids.com. For free estimates, call us at 909-888-0410. Se habla español.
If you own or work at a restaurant, bar, or nightclub, here's an important message to help improve your bottom line. At Starflight Entertainment, we rent professional karaoke DJ systems. The monthly cost is affordable, and Starflight systems are easy to operate. For more information, call me, Rich, or Bev at Starflight Entertainment, 909-797-7291. Starflight karaoke systems have great sound, and Starflight provides a large selection of songs, everything from the 40s to today's latest hits. We at Starflight Entertainment will supply a professional karaoke jockey, or we'll train someone for you. The Starflight system can also be used almost like a jukebox during your slower times. Starflight Entertainment has been in business since 1989, and many bars, restaurants, and clubs have been customers for up to 10 years. Starflight covers San Bernardino, Riverside, Orange, and Los Angeles counties, and we can help improve your business. So remember the name Starflight Entertainment, and remember 909-797-7291.
Starflight Entertainment.
San Bernardino, Loma Linda, Rialto listens to KCAA Radio.
And we're back. I hope you liked them lovely commercials. And talking about Frank and Kids, now's the time to get your vehicle in there, because fall is just around the corner. Even though we have 5,000-degree weather, fall is a comment. And we'll be talking to Frank and Kids next week. And, if you start hearing the bing and the dings and the whatchamacallits and the doohickeys and, your tires are falling off, whatever, call Frank and Kids. They're right down here in lovely San Bernardino. Okay, so we're back. Now, Don, the one thing I wanted to ask you, and Shamir, you're getting up next. With everything that you do, you and Marie and your staff, to work with all the different people, all the different age groups and what have you, is there one particular person or one particular story that sticks in your mind that you would like to share with everybody?
Jeepers Creepers. Well, now dig this. There's a young lady, and I think you might have met her. Her name, well, I don't know if I should throw her name out there.
No names.
But anyways, unfortunately, she went to Mexico, and she contracted herself either a virus or a parasite. Okay, now I have her letter right on my front desk, because when she first came to us, she had to be pushed into a wheelchair, and she was laying there like a limp noodle. She couldn't even talk. Okay, she had no use of her arms, obviously no use of her legs, and she'd been to numerous doctors already, and basically nobody knew what the devil to do with this poor girl. And again, thank God, under the magnets, we got everything flowing properly and all that. And you saw within 2 months she was able to write that letter. And now she's far from perfect, but she's talking, she's happy, her mother is happy, and she's walking a little bit.
Okay? I noticed that, yes.
And it's a process. And when you take a look at where she was just a couple of months ago until now, it's kind of miraculous.
It's a miracle.
Yeah.
It really is.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg. I could talk all day about some of our people.
Mm-hmm. And there's so many people, and I hope I don't get in trouble for this either. I don't think I would. But I loved when remember the 5 nuns?
Oh.
I've got to tell you, I was cracking up. There were 5 nuns that came all together, and they were sitting there, and they were talking and singing, and everybody. I mean, they were having a good time.
Oh, my gosh, yeah. In fact, now dig this. If you should happen to have a stroke, get to us as soon as possible because we could alleviate most of those stroke symptoms.
Yeah.
And this one gal, she's an older lady. She was like 83, 84, and she had suffered a stroke. And she came all the way from Indiana just to see us. And the stroke had affected her vision. Her eyes would go back and forth all the time, which means it was hard for her to see, hard for her to read, hard for her to do anything. And we straightened that mess out for her. And she also had a weird operation where they took half the nerves and everything out of her foot, which means she's walking around on a stump with a bunch of bundled up nerves there. She was in excruciating pain all the time. This poor woman couldn't hardly walk.
Lord.
When Marie attacked that foot, loosened up the nerves, she was able to walk. In fact, long story short, within about a month's time, she was able to drive and read and watch TV. And she thanked us for giving her, for us giving her her life back. And that's huge. She wrote this beautiful letter. It's touching, and you can't ask for anything better. When people are that grateful to you, it's amazing.
It is. And the other thing, too, what I've been doing this show now for a long time, right? Had all different people on, all walks of life, you name it, we done it, right? Fashion shows, runway shows, yada, 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 we done it. And every once in a while, I do recommend certain people, right? Because it's like on and above, right? Okay, if you have something doesn't feel right, whatever it is, your hand hurts, your back aches, you got a brain, whatever, right? Take a moment just for you can understand it and feel this yourself, for you know what we're all talking about. Call Don and Marie at
951-743-6903.
One more time.
951-743-6903.
Give them a call, pop over, meet Don, meet Marie, meet their crew, and, have a talk with them. And just try it at least once. What do you have to lose, right?
We're very reasonable, and everything we tell you, go ahead and Google afterwards, educate yourself, and find out why we do what we do and why you're going to be doing what you could do to help yourself.
Yes, and you're going to know the who's and the what's and the don'ts and the don'ts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Sure.
There you go. Hey, can you guys stick around a little bit?
Yeah, we're going to hang out.
Yeah. Judy, you want to stick around or you want to go back to Chicago?
Oh, I'm here to stay now. There's no going back.
There you go. Good. All right. Now, Shamir, do you have any questions for Don before we start with you?
Besides the fact that I'm super fascinated with this, I've never known about this till just right now. Is there ever a pinch or a sharp pain you would feel during the process, or is it just very smooth?
If for some reason somebody moves something wrong, you might get pinched by magnets, but that's very seldom.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
Yeah, we try to be careful, but usually people fall asleep during the treatment because they're so comfortable.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine that?
How many times have I done that?
Well, a lot of times people come walking into our office and it's like a snore fest, seriously.
Yeah, and it's really cool. But we have to invite the nuns back just because,
We see them on a pretty
cool.
regular basis, yeah.
And what's nice about it is when you get there and they hook you up with the magnets and so on, like Don was saying, some people go to sleep, some people sit there and gab, some people will read a book, right? There was a lady coming up with some kind of a puzzle thing that she was drawing. It's cool,
Yeah. Take a total break and heal yourself.
There you go. Now, Shamir, talking about healing yourself, you are a doctor in some cases, however you want to say, about computers and the website. Would you please tell everybody about yourself?
So my name is Shamir, and my business is called Clickbait Media. Our business basically is to help businesses that have great talent, but have, let's say, maybe be lacking in connecting with more consumers, right? More customers, more people. Basically, getting them out to the people is what we major in. So we offer many services such as web development, social media marketing, graphic design, and photo videography. You know, we want to bump you up. We want to get you to the people you want. We want people to know amazing things, just like you guys. You know, I would have never known about, you know, the fact that magnets are healing products. That's crazy in my opinion. But I want to try it out myself personally, you know. And so the basis of our business is to help businesses grow and expose their wonderful talents to other people, you know.
That's good. And now tell the history of when you and your brother Z were growing up, and how did you get this idea to start this business?
So basically, I mean, interesting enough, like growing up, me and my brother both grew up with our parents. Our parents were, at first, before they decided to follow their dreams in life and become true artists, and they've been artists for so many years now, you know, practicing and practicing, they were graphic designers. I, as a young child, would watch my mother, you know, practice on the computer all day, manipulating, changing, creating ads, advertisements. It was just, to me, it was the most interesting thing. And I, like, at the age, I would say I was like 12 years old when I got my first computer. First software, first anything I touched was Photoshop. Photoshop was the most interesting thing to me. And from there, I grew on to learning Illustrator, InDesign, Adobe Premiere, Adobe After Effects. And then from there, I was like, well, how else am I going to, you know, learn how to expand? And now I've moved on to web development, creating websites. And it's interesting enough, it's just the idea of being curious and wanting to create new content and create new ideas, learning how to better and like improve things. I've used all that I've learned to help other people grow their businesses as well. You know, it was like in school, you know, I would be talking to other children, other kids that were like, hey, I have an idea. I want to start this. But, you know, some people have an idea but don't know how to necessarily go to the next step. Mm-hmm. And so that's where I come in. I can help you reach that step that you want, you know? You're like, I wanted to create an ad, but I don't really know how to make a video. And it's like, we can do that for you. You're like, I want to take, you know, pictures of my products, but, you know, my pictures are all pixelated and blurry and the lighting's not so bright. We take care of all that for you, you know? Our point of our business is to help you grow, you know? And I don't know. I think that was basically started from my family because, like, my parents were just drivers, persistent people, always driving. Even to this day, they're still driving. And it's just like, I love the fact that people have that care and want to put that much in their business. And I want to help them keep pushing that in their business.
That's so true. And that's how I met you way back when you were a little short person there. And I met your mom and dad at one of the functions that we were at. And so, you know, that's how the whole thing got started. But watching these two young people growing up, and you could pick up the talent that they had from mom and dad, you know, and grandma and grandpa and, you know, everybody else. And then when I finally said, okay, now's the day come. So I talked to Shamir a couple of times. Now he is in the process of helping me. We tore everything apart. Literally tore it apart. We're putting it all back together instead of you know, brand spanking new. It's happy, it's exciting, and it's moving. And we have a couple more little things that we're going to be doing here quite quickly. So keep on looking at the web, and you can see what's going on, and it's a lot of fun. And then when I gave you the new business card, you seen that instantly. You said, I know what direction we're going into. It's amazing. Like, whoa, you know? Yeah.
You know, interesting fact as it is, I remember when, like, today you called me and you were like, you know where the radio station is, right? So I had a proper idea where the radio station is, but the funny thing is, I had to use the website that I developed for you to get to the radio station.
Hey, dear.
As ironic as that, I pulled it up on my phone and I clicked on the address and it's directed me straight here.
Well, you know, that's a terrific thing to say, because if anybody is coming to our new station right here in lovely Redlands at 1738 Industrial Parkway. I had to stop and think there for a minute, the address myself.
Where am I?
Right? And if you don't want to Google, get onto the phone, put my stuff in, you'll find the directions, right? You can see some of the old shows, listen to what's going on, and drive right here. Now, that's a cool idea. Thank you.
Yeah, I thought that was funny because I was just like, oh, my gosh, he's probably going to laugh at that once I tell her.
That is cool. And then also, where do you get some of your ideas? Like with Don, how he wants his done, and you talked to him a little bit and got an idea of him. Where would you go from there?
So usually when I talk to a person, I figure out what's the true goal. You know, it's like, to some people, it's like, I want to reach my audience. I mean, that's the overall goal, right? But how do you want to reach them is also interesting. Do you want to give it, you know, a quiet approach, kind of very sensitive feel? Do you want to have a strong, bold color approach, and you're just like, your page wants to be bright and vivid, you know, you want to catch the eyes of the people? You know, what you make as a business is very important. That's why in business they always teach content is very important, because content is what makes your business, right? So depending on what you produce in content will basically describe how your business is. You know, if you take quiet pictures, you know, people are going to think maybe they're a subtle, you know, business. But if you take like strong, you know, majestic pictures, people are going to think you're a strong, broad business. You know what I mean? It's like when you see like big businesses nowadays, you see like Nike, and you obviously know it's all about athletic. If you knew Nike back in the day before you knew the fact that they were all about athletic footwear and accessories and apparel, would you know that? I mean, without knowing that they created the content that they created was basically how they market their whole product, you know?
And that's what it is. And the more people that recognize your logo or your website or the name or a certain color, you know, even the music is very important when one is doing advertising. There's a lot of times I cannot remember what they were talking about, but I hear that music and I went, oh, that's so-and-so. You know, and people have to learn how to put this all together into a package that makes sense, right?
Exactly.
Now, on the websites, when you do that, also you can throw the music into it, can't you?
Oh, yeah, of course. Videos is whatever. I mean, honestly, when I create a website, I can have it to where it plays music in the beginning, if you would like. I mean, that is no problem at all. We can also have videos be playing at the same time as like an intro to your, you know, intro, and then after they can have a little click that goes straight to your home, and they could see all the wonderful information that your business provides and the services as well, you know.
Oh, I like that idea.
Well, I'm glad you're local, because I definitely do want to talk to you, because I have some ideas, and maybe you could help me make them fruitate or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
A little bartering, maybe?
Yeah.
Hey, why not? Right?
Yeah, have fun with it.
Yes.
Because I've got ideas, but again, I'm kind of ignorant and don't know how to exactly apply it.
No, you're not ignorant. We just don't know. I hate that word when somebody says they're ignorant. No, you're not.
Well,
you just don't know yet.
Better than saying stupid.
No, you don't say, I don't know, right? I don't know. And if you just tuned in, you're listening to Let's Go Shopping with Bev right here on KCAA 1050 AM, the station that leaves no listener behind. And we got Don from Got Pain and his sister Judy. She came in all the way from Chicago, guys, for this show. So thank you for flying all that way.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yes.
Glad to be here.
I know you're glad to be here. And then we have Shamir from
Clickbait Media.
Yeah, I love that name, Clickbait. Yeah, it's like you're out there fishing.
Yeah.
You know, the click and then the bait is what you're getting. You know what I mean? Yes. And why don't you bump out your contact information right now before we go on?
So we are located in Yucaipa. You can reach me at 909-677-0747. And you can also reach us at clickbaitmedia.net if you're curious about our web design and other services that we provide.
One more time.
909-677-0747 at clickbaitmedia.net.
Yeah, look them up, guys. It's amazing what they do. You know what I mean? Now, with another thing that I wanted to ask you, and it may sound silly, but I don't know. That's why I'm asking. When somebody wants to do a new website or any kind of site, whatever they're doing, if they start going a little bit overboard, where they're getting so much stuff on there, it's ridiculous. How do you get them to come back a little bit where it works
what I do is, because, you know, as a website grows, you kind of want to keep it as simple as possible, because if you make it too complicated, then people get lost, and then, you know,
look somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So I usually, if I can find one idea similar to another idea, I try to convert those ideas in one. You know, simplify the matter in basic subjects for each item, right? You know, like if you had like two similar items, or like, hey, I want contact and I want newsletter. It's like those are similar to me, and you can put them in the same spot, but you just put them in different sections of your webpage so that it seems like it's separate, if that makes any sense.
All right, so like on page 3 is the letter,
Yeah.
and on page 10 is a contact.
Exactly.
Okay, that's the easiest way to
Yeah.
understand it.
Yeah.
And then when you're doing the contact information and also the letter, that's, some people can go overboard on that, where it goes on and on and on and on and on, and after the first 15 words, they're done.
Yeah.
Right?
Basically, you know. And I don't know. I find, like, I've been to many sites and I check certain sites, and it's like usually what really impacts to me is it's simplified. The pictures are very straight. Pixelation drives me nuts. I do not like pixelation in any of my pictures. Videography's got to be clean. Proper lighting for anything is very necessary. And basically easy navigation, you know? If you look at something, you press on it, and something happens, that's kind of how I think. Like, if I look on the website, I'm like, I wonder if this works. And you press it, and you click, and it takes you there. Then you're like, hey, what I thought actually happened. You know, you kind of want to relate it to common sense. You know what I mean? As brass tacks as it is, common sense, you kind of want to make it as simple as you can.
And the other thing, too, is when you're coming up with something new, what I done, and some of my family members and some of my very, very close friends, and I went to them and I said, look, this is what I'm going to be doing. Do you have a suggestion?
Yeah.
Listen to your family or the people that you work with or very close friends. They may come up with an idea that you never even thought of yet. You know what I mean? And really listen and put it somewhere if you're going to use it. And if you're not, you know, buy them a cup of coffee and say thanks a lot, but sorry, we're not using it, right?
But yeah, so besides the web design, we also do graphic design. Basically, I grew up in graphic design. I learned Illustrator. Creating logos designs is like a must-do thing I've always been fascinated with. You know, many people can create a design, but to finalize it is another part, you know. Like I said, I don't like pixelation. So when you get a logo from us, we vectorize it, we make it sure it's clean cut, and we finalize it in Illustrator for you, right? So like, let's say you want to print a banner, and you're like, you get a little small picture like this, right? But you want to blow up to this size. You can do that, and there won't be pixelation. It's one of our things that we do when we finalize all of our images.
Oh, okay. Everything is crisp and clear.
Yeah. Like I said, content is very crucial to us.
Yeah, it better be. You know, I mean, that's your business and somebody else's business, right?
Exactly.
Yes. And the other thing that I wanted to ask you real quick, talking about the photos and stuff, some people can even go overboard on that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Now, with me, when I'm looking through magazines or I'm on the computer snooping around, which I do every once, yeah, I do snoop, but don't tell nobody, okay? You know, and see who's doing what and this and that. When I do that, I like where everything is read in order, like it should be, from A, B, C, all the way down. They don't have a whole bunch of garbage or fluff, as you want to call it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to hear a whole lot of music. I want to get to the point where I'm trying to get to.
Yeah.
You know, and to me, that's a good site.
Yeah.
Now, do you have a story when somebody started going so overboard or so underboard? How did you get them on the right track?
So what happened one time was we were developing a site, and the idea was, at first there wasn't enough, right? And creating content is very crucial when you're making a website, right? So if you don't have enough content, you might want to just think about the basics pages, right? About us, what do we provide, how we can help you, and a way to reach us, right? Simple stuff. To always start off with the basics, right? From there, then you can decide, hey, I want to add interesting facts, right? But what happens sometimes is they're like, you might get a person and it's just like, they want, I want to create a whole video over here, and then I want a whole video section over here, right? And because of that, it's just like, we can do that, but more people are going to find that more, distracting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's like you want to click on a page, you want to see all the photos, you want to see all the blogs, you want to pay, you don't want to have to look all over the place just to find that one spot to click. You want easy access, And so what we do is like I say, we put it together in one spot for you so that it's easy to manage, right? And just like, hey, you want videos? You put videos right here, pictures over there, keep it simple, But basically what happened was we told them, like I said, we can do this, but I think it would be a better approach to make it as simple as possible, Otherwise, it's just too much work for people to navigate through, right?
That's true. Now, Judy, since you and I are the only two females in this whole building today, right? I wanted to ask you, when you go on to your computer or a laptop, whatever it is, right? And you're looking for something from a female's aspect, what do you look for? What connects to you?
Oh, it's got to be really simple. I like your idea here. It's kind of the KISS.
Yeah.
Keep it simple, stupid. Because that kind of describes me. It's got to be very accessible. It's got to be very easy, right there in front of me. What am I looking for? Like presently, I'm going to websites looking for jobs. I wanted to say careers. I wanted to say jobs, possible things. And again, when you say press it, you want it to come up. And you want the descriptions, you want whatever information that they have. You don't want to keep looking throughout the site.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I appreciate it to be very simple. I'm not the techie.
Join the club.
I have family that are, and I know how to use them. So, I have to ask for help all the time. So I'd like it, if I'm going to try and do something, please keep it simple, self-explanatory.
Yeah, basically.
And Brandon, you didn't pop in yet, so I'm going to have you pop in. Brandon is my board up. We love this guy. He's another genius. Now, when you go on your sites, what attracts you to that certain site? What are you looking for?
All right, so one of the big things, and I think that Shamir will understand this to a very large degree, is one of the things is if it's not designed very well, it doesn't matter how useful it is, I assume it's useless. And so if it's, I look at design first, and like I said, if it's not designed well, I think that it's useless regardless of whether or not it is. And yeah, I mean, I don't know how to elaborate much on good design except for it's inherent when you go to the website when it starts to load. So yeah, first and foremost is design. The other thing is I want to know what I'm doing as soon as I'm there, which is also an element of design, but it's sort of a separate one. Yeah.
And what I like about it is on the top of a lot of the sites, right? They have that bar. I guess you call it a bar, right?
Oh, the top bar.
Yeah, the top bar. And it tells you where everything is.
Yeah.
And I think that is the greatest thing since sliced bread and peanut butter. I go, okay, now I know. Like 2 seconds you hit it, and like you were saying, Judy, and boom, we're right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like when we go shopping, and we know what we want in that store. Boom, it's right there. You got it. You're out.
Right. That's what I want to be able to do when I go in and search for something. I'm not real good at it, so if it's right there in front of me and I can press and click and it comes up and I can press and click and put in information or access information, yeah, that's great for me.
And you know what else is good? Is in your neighborhood. If some of your neighbors have young teenagers or young people, and elementary. And some of them kids are smarter than all of us put together, right?
Yeah.
If you ever run into a problem, make very good friends of your neighbors. You can ring the doorbell and say, "Hey, can little Jimmy come and fix this or whatever?" and you're done, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Right? All right, and Don, could you please bump out your contact information one more time?
Okay, we are the Got Pain people, and we practice MD jar biomagnetics. The phone number is 951-743-6903. We are located in Yucaipa, and that phone number again is 951-743-6903.
And excuse me, something in this room. I've been sneezing all day. And Shamir, would you bump out your contact information?
So my contact information for Clickbait Media is our phone number is 909-677-0747. And our website is clickbaitmedia.net.
One more time.
909-677-0747 at clickbaitmedia.net.
There you go. And all this stuff is going to be up on the Facebook again tomorrow, right? So take a check and look at it out. And Judy, thank you for flying here all the way from Chicago. But you know what you forgot?
What's that?
You forgot a Chicago dog.
Oh, no, I forgot the Garrett's popcorn.
Oh,
Chicago popcorn.
Okay. You got to go back on that plane
And the pizza.
and then come back out.
Everybody
Right.
wants the
Or maybe
pizza
even a
and
White Castle.
popcorn.
Yeah, the White Castle and the slice. Oh, heck, we'll all fly back there and have dinner, right? And Brandon, thank you again for another fantastic show. And I hope everybody enjoyed. Be safe, be happy. And Dr. Bombay and the Blue Machine Band is dancing us out of the studio. See you next week, same time, same station. Ciao, everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Time that I saw you, you had sparkles in your eyes. It was unbelievable how you had me hypnotized. I knew from that moment you were the one for me. Thank God above, you know you're setting me free. I'm living in paradise. Yeah, living in paradise. When I'm with
KCAA Loma Linda, 1050 AM, 106.5 FM, and now 102.3 FM.
I'm Stephanie Shelton, CNBC. A broad-based sell-off on Wall Street, which intensified after the terrorist attack in Barcelona. The Dow plunged 274 points. NASDAQ fell 100.